ending of Mindless Behavior? Break that down for us. Like, what happened?
So kind of in a nutshell,
Yeah.
Rap got kicked out, and that was kind of hard for me because that was like my boy. We
Mm-hmm.
both grew up in South Central LA, Crenshaw and Florence. Like we literally grew up in the same hood Nipsey grew up in, and I have family from there, you know. So that was like my boy. His family is right around the corner from me. So when he got kicked out of the group, it was just, for me personally, it was just hard, you know. Then Prodigy left, so now it's really just like me and Prince. At this time, we're not touring or anything. Like the tour's over, and we don't know what's going on. They find two new members who I would just be completely honest, extremely talented. But like I said, I've said this before. Mind's behavior is Prodigy, Rock, Ray Ray, and Prince. It's that fucking simple. You know what I mean? So they brought in these two new guys, and it was, it was whatever. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't care for any other music at all. I remember it's kind of a funny story. But I remember we went to Atlanta, and R. Kelly had records for us. And yeah, look, he's like, and I remember we were there for I can't remember if it was like a week or two. I think it was like 2 weeks, and I didn't record anything. I just wouldn't, and it wasn't because of, oh boy, the energy was weird, but still, it was just I wasn't feeling the music. You know what I mean? Like it was just things we were talking about it, but that I just didn't feel like was present to our actual lifestyles. You know what I mean? Like,
So now,
and
walk me through how old you were at this time. Like, so I know, okay, when you started Mindless, how old were you then?
I was 13, but we didn't hop out into the world until I was about 14.
14.
So
All
like,
right.
yeah, so it was like a year later, like 14 going on 15. So
Got you.
now we're touring 14, 15, 16. This happened when I was about 17, possibly about to go into 18. Because
Got
I
you.
remember I left the group when I was like 18. I want to say 18, 19.
Got you. Got
So
you. All
around the time it was like, yeah, I'm like 17, about to be 18. And it was just like really weird for me. And I just, I just, I just felt really uncomfortable. Then we went to Miami to work on more records,
right.
and that situation was just, it was so trash. And again, I didn't record anything there at all. So I finally came back to LA, and as also at the same time, I'm working on my own music, venturing out, trying to do my own thing, just experimenting with my own sound. But my main focus was a clothing brand at the time. I had like a high end brand that was doing like better than I expected. So like once we were like on this break because Pride and Rock were gone, I'm just like doing my own thing. I'm getting into modeling, making crazy bags. You know what I mean? So now Rayan is like the forefront, and then y'all call to tell us we got two new members in this group that we haven't been working on in months and months and months. It was just an odd situation, and what led me to leave. I was already thinking about leaving anyway, but then I was in a terrible car accident, and literally that was like such an eye opener for me. I went home after my accident, scheduled a call for the whole group and all my managers, everybody. And if I'm not mistaken, I left the exact day my accident happened. I was like I can't do this. It was
Got,
just like a moment. It was a moment for me where I was just like, damn, like if that was my time, I wouldn't have been happy because I wasn't able to express my creative ability.
got you.
You
Wow.
know, and I did in the group, um, and a lot of people know this already, but like even Prod, like we help with choreography. You know what I mean? Concepts, ideas were ours. Wardrobe, just little things, and we just weren't getting recognized for it. We were just like the brand. We were like puppets, whatever. And that's another thing I didn't like. Like if the fans are on here that had the first album, inside the book, there's drawings of each one of us. I literally did those drawings by hand. You know what I
Wow.
mean? And got, it was just like a lot of stuff that we were doing and like interpreting that I just feel like a lot of us should have got more credit for. And I'm a Capricorn. So like when I work hard at something, I want to be recognized for it because I put my work ethic into it. So that's what led me to leave. That was like the ending for me.
So now, how was that to like because you know Princeton was still there. So how was it for him with you just being like, all right, well, this is it for me now, and with him kind of still standing with, I guess, the other two members?
I think it was. I haven't really had a chance to talk to him about that, but I could only believe he was possibly hurt. But
Okay,
I think in my defense, one's well-being is most important.
okay, most definitely,
You have to take care of yourself first.
most
You
definitely.
know. Then also with knowing Prince and just knowing how he is,
Mm,
as long as he's being seen, he's
mm,
okay. You know what I mean? Because clearly it didn't bother him too much because he continued on.
mm,
You get what I'm saying? So it was just like, if that's what you want to do, by all means, go do it. Go get
gotcha.
your bag. Because I'm not about to hate on nobody going to get their bag.
Mm,
We all
gotcha.
we all trying we all trying to eat. You know what I mean? But I was more so focused on myself because I
Gotcha.
had to.